dance?
There you are. How did it go with Elder Maxon?
Maxon seems so young compared to everyone else. You're okay with that?
Don't let his age fool you. Maxon's a brilliant tactician, a formidable warrior, and possesses an idealistic vision for the future of the Brotherhood. I'd follow him anywhere, without question.
Why are you so confident in his abilities?
A decade ago, the Brotherhood had almost gone completely astray. The Elder before Maxon sent us down a path that was leading nowhere. He was more concerned about charity than the preservation of technology. But when Maxon took over, he single-handedly reprioritized the Brotherhood from the ground up and put us back on the path to glory. This ship and its crew are a testament to his leadership.
He's a very dedicated man. It sounds like he stands behind everything he's saying.
Of course he does. How could he afford not to? I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
So what's all this about you being my sponsor?
Elder Maxon is understandably particular when it comes to new recruits. He believes in order to keep the Brotherhood strong, we have to bond as brothers. As your sponsor, it's my duty to travel with you throughout the Commonwealth to ensure that our ideals are being observed. That's why I'm so concerned about your performance in the field.
I won't let you down, Danse. I promise.
Good. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get to know its crew. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
Do you need to come with me now?
It might help if I tagged along with you. On the other hand, you might want to make your first impression without a paladin standing over your shoulder. It's up to you.
I'll go it alone for now, and come find you when I'm ready.
Suit yourself. I'll be in the mess hall if you need me. You watch my back. I'll watch yours.
You're an inspiration to us all, Knight. Do us proud.
I used to be a field scribe. Deathclaw snapping my femur like a twig put an end to that. Why are you boss? You gotta.
Hey.
Check the stash. Good. You're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
What are you doing with all these books?
I suppose I could stop working for a moment to address your question.
Which books contain pertinent information?
Technical volumes, repair manuals, design philosophies, medical research. Anything that enhances the Brotherhood's knowledge. That's why I consider everything else a waste of paper.
Makes sense to get rid of the trash.
Well, I'm pleased you agree. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
Should I come back when you're less busy?
Our recent arrival in the Commonwealth has left me with an immense amount of data to compile. None of that's your fault, really. You're obviously here for a reason. What was it again?
Maxon wanted me to meet the crew, so you were next on my list.
Ah, yes. You must be the new recruit described in Paladin Dance's report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done.
What type of technical documentation are you looking for?
The Brotherhood is primarily interested in collecting information that might assist us with our current mission. Medical records, science journals, weapon schematics. If it contains any type of useful data, we need to get our hands on it.
What exactly is a research patrol?
Simply put, we send a small two-man team to scout a location and evaluate its technical and historical relevance. Saves us from sending an entire retrieval team to a worthless location.
Maybe I can lend you a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. Anything containing useful technical data. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you recover. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have plenty of them waiting to be filled. In any event, it was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
I never liked having squires aboard a warship, but Maxon thinks they need to train under fire.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam? Where are you going, Knight? You need to complete your medical exam.
Food in the mess hall isn't bad. Well, as long as you don't smell it.
Ah, you're back. Good. Are you ready for your medical exam? Where are you going, Knight? You need to complete your medical exam.
Captain.
Ah, you're back. Good. Are you ready for your medical exam?
What kind of medical exam? I feel fine.
There's nothing to be alarmed about. I just have a few simple questions about your medical history. It's my responsibility to make sure that you don't bring anything up here that could pose a threat to the crew. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
Wouldn't Vault-Tech's screening process have caught this already?
Vault-Tech's screening process? Let me check my notes here. You were a Vault Dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand. Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease?
Have you had problems with the crew catching diseases?
Well, yes, actually. It's not unusual for our recon teams to stumble across contaminated environments or disease-carrying creatures. We don't want a single crewman infecting the entire ship. Anyway, this exam is about you, so have you had or come in contact with anyone carrying a communicable disease?
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good, good. Third question, and please answer honestly. Have you ever had non-human?
That happens often enough for you to have a question about it?
You'd be surprised how many Wastelanders answer yes to that question. Fortunately, the Brotherhood finds that type of behavior absolutely distasteful. Since you haven't spent too much time in the Wasteland, I'll assume your answer is no. Last enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
That's more of a morals question, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I feel that the mental state of the crew is just as important as the physical. Anyone that hesitates firing in combat due to misguided moral standards certainly isn't Brotherhood material. So what about you? Would you have a problem with it?
If my life's in danger, I'll do whatever it takes to defend myself.
That's an acceptable answer. And the most common. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
Call me old-fashioned, but there's nothing better than being boots on the ground.
Medical report, Knight Captain Cade reporting. Good to see you again.
I've been working closely with Scribe Naraya, examining some of the synth bodies that our recon teams have recovered. Even though we have yet to recover the synths that appear completely human, these lesser models are still astoundingly advanced. What's becoming apparent is that the Institute is the most technologically gifted enemy we've ever encountered, and therefore exceedingly dangerous. I've turned over all of my data to Lancer Captain Kells, along with my recommendations for developing effective countermeasures for these synths. Unfortunately, I'm not sure how much it will help, given the fact that the real enemy are the synths that could be hiding among us.
We have to spread the word of the Brotherhood across the Commonwealth.
Unless you like getting shot.
There. Never. Try it now.
Nothing. I'm supposed to report 10 minutes ago. If you can't fix it.
I can fix it. You're the one who decided to kick your way through a Mirelurk. Got it.
There it is. Thanks, brother. I owe you.
Put two in the head and they'll stay dead. Advice to live by. Ad Victoriam, brother.
So, you're the new recruit, I heard. Hey, walking away like that is just plain rude. Damn pharaohs.
Proctor Ingram.
So, you're the new recruit I heard about. Huh, not what I was expecting.
What were you expecting?
The last batch of recruits we took on were wastelanders. Dirty, beaten up, looking for a handout. They were desperate and looking for an easy out. You look like you're here for a reason. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram. And this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Prydwen's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
Is this where I get my power armor?
Ha! That's always the first question from the new guys. Let's see. I just fixed up a pretty decent T-60 suit. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. It's sitting in Bay 3. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
You feel like telling me how you ended up that way?
That's a little personal, don't you think?
Most people in your condition would have given up. I just wanted to hear your story.
Sure. What the hell? I was fighting with the Brotherhood in the Capital Wasteland. Worked at a staging area for the power armor troops. Our position was along a ridge line overlooking the battlefield. I'd say it was a 100-foot drop, give or take.
You weren't aboard the Prydwen?
The Prydwen wasn't under Maxon's command at the time. It wasn't even in the capital wasteland. If she'd had been there, the battle wouldn't have been such a challenge. To make a long story short, the ridge I was standing on took a hit from a nuke. Sheared most of the cliff right off, and caused the platform I was standing on to tumble over the side. If I hadn't been test piloting one of the power armor suits at the time, I would have died.
Your power armor helped you survive the fall?
Yeah, it took the brunt of the impact. But I don't know if I'd call it surviving. The suit was trashed after it landed, and I lost both of my legs. Haven't walked since. Anyway, if you need any work done on your power armor, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Why are you in there?
I'm glad you asked. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor Tegan. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuables. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out on a mission, this is the place to buy them.
Wait, buy them? Since when does the military sell equipment to its own soldiers?
Since someone dropped a whole bunch of bombs and blew up every single factory that manufactured weapons and ammunition. Keeping the Brotherhood supplied takes caps, and everyone contributes to the cause. The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm able to buy whatever you bring me. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful. Of course, if you're just looking to make a few caps on the side, I might have some extra work for you to do.
What sort of extra work are we talking about?
Oh, no. It's nothing like you're thinking. It just involves a little bit of heavy lifting and interacting with the local farms. And since I'm stuck up here manning this one-man zoo, I need someone to do the legwork for me. After you're done with the meet and greet, we can discuss the details. In the meantime, if you ever need anything else, gun, a mod, even ammo, you just let me know.
Tegan.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blast...
Oh? Looks uncomfortable in there.
It's not that bad. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I...
Sure.
The powers that be. If you need to stock up...
That's good to know.
I'm glad you're the agree. When I tell most of the new recruits that they have to buy their own equipment, they give me the stink eye. The good news is by having a Yeah, I'm mostly... Of course.
Mm-hmm. I could use some...
You need them, and I want you to spend them here. It just involves... And since I'm...
Right.
After you're done, in the meantime...
Uh-huh.
In my experience, hot shots and big mouths end up with closed casket funerals. us free.
Can I help you with anything?
The Commonwealth's a dangerous place. Make sure you gear up before you head out. Don't let that ghoul out of your sight. Who knows the damage it could do.
Got it.
Let's talk to Proctor Tegan. I bet he has some excellent mods for our power armor.
Hail, Knight.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Prydwen's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, brother?
What sort of assignment are we talking about?
The kind of assignment where all of the training you've done finally begins to pay off. Let's get right to it then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse, they're sitting on top of a massive stockpile of Fat Man shells we could use in our campaign. I want you to head over there, wipe out everything that moves, and secure that stockpile. Understood?
Super mutants? I thought the enemy was the Institute.
Super mutants are no better than synths. They're a reminder of man's folly when it comes to harnessing technology. Whether it's using biochemistry to manipulate genes, or trying to create life from a bunch of circuits. It's the wrong path for science. As members of the Brotherhood, it's our sworn duty to exterminate these abominations in every form. So, can I count on you to get the job done?
What do these shells do?
The Fat Man launcher is an essential part of the Brotherhood arsenal. A squad of troops armed with one of these. If you ever have the pleasure of firing one of them, don't fire one of them in close quarters. That enough to go on?
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips.
Ugly green bastards don't stand a chance.
Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed and ready to depart. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong, and wipe those dirty mutants from the face of the earth. Dismissed.
This ain't exactly scenic. So you got a ride of choice? I'm usually a mentat school myself. Makes me feel intellectual.
Hey.
You're looking a bit on edge.
That seems fun in its day.
Ah, you're back. Good news. I figured out how to access the artifact's telekinesis effect. I've hooked it up to this old laser rifle. There's no way to control it without direct neural input. For better or worse, all of that was destroyed when my father died. But you still have a rather powerful directed force. Here, see what you think.
How does it work?
It uses standard energy cells for power. The artifact's internal power supply was destroyed. Otherwise, point and shoot. It doesn't kill people, but you may still be able to find some use for it. As for myself, I don't know. Maybe I'll finally travel to the Southwest. My father was always convinced that there was another alien city buried somewhere in the Mojave Desert.
Excuse me.
I only wish I'd been able to find some way to cure my father before it came to this. I still believe that with a little more time, I might have found some way to remove the artifact. But it doesn't matter now.
Excuse me.
Leave me in peace. I need to mourn my father.
Knight. You have technical documents, perhaps? Or looking to assist on a research patrol?
Do you have any idea where I can find more of them?
Offices, laboratories, military bases. Almost any pre-war location is a potential treasure trove of technical information. I'd try searching desks, filing cabinets, safes. and anywhere else you suspect documents would be stored. Have you had any luck finding any yet?
I found some technical documents for you.
These aren't technical documents. I don't have time for games, soldier. Come back when you've decided to take your duties more seriously.
Excuse me, Proctor Quinlan.
Ah, Knight. You have
I've got time to assist on a patrol.
That's the spirit. While our scribes are well trained, combat is not their specialty. The scribe will meet you on the ground, just below. Your mission is to escort and protect. I expect nothing less but success.
Muster one more time, Captain Kells is gonna have me do 100 push-ups.
Heard you got a new assignment.
Yeah, research patrol.
Babysitting school scribe. Prestigious.
Beats guard duty. Why? What do you think?
School's Vanguard.
You're kidding.
Getting out into the next rotation. I'll try to leave a couple of secrets for you.
This is our supply depot. Unless you're here on official business, I need you to clear up.
Remember your 3 C's. Cranium.
Reporting for duty, sir.
What's the mission?
Search and retrieve research patrol, sir. I collect data, you watch my back.
Let's do this.
Yes, sir. I'll mark the location on your map. After you, sir.
Outstanding. I can see you don't need my supervision.
Hey.
What you got? Open for business.
I love widgets. Worth a fair amount, too.
Ain't looking for trouble, I hope.
What is it? Yeah?
Greetings, buddy. Care to wet your whistle? Or do you require a laugh?
Tell me a joke.
Chemically speaking, alcohol is a solution. Here for a laugh? Or did you want a cold beverage?
I'll take a beer.
Cold and refreshing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
For the Brotherhood!
Go down.
Nothing to report right now, Knight.
Dumb and ugly had a child, I'd be assuming different.
Finished your mission?
What was the mission?
My goodness, for the scribe's sake. You were assigned a scribe. Now, please.
Yes, sir.
Well done. Here's payment for a job well done. Please, if you can spare the time for another patrol, come find me.
I can handle another patrol.
Good. Good. There's too much information out there, and it mustn't go to waste. Your assigned scribe will meet you at the airport. There, he'll give you the research patrol location. Return with both scribe and data intact, and your mission is complete.
Are you sure that thing's tame?
Hardly.
Let's get this caravan moving.
Welcome aboard, Knight. Instruments are green, and we're cleared for release. Try and keep them in your sights. Primary target down. Look at it, Nick, please. I'm gonna find a place to set her down and then hightail it back to the Fredwood for repairs.
Come on. At least try.
Excellent. Heads up.
Enough to go around.
Wish a Buckethead would show up.
Seen glass craters and better shit than this place.
Oh, Warren!
Sweet.
Gonna be a good fight! Someone there?
Hope you're not looking for something specific in here.
A noise? Huh? What's that?
Hey, I got some.
Hey! You disappear! No care! Scream for your worthless life!
Next one's a kill. Let me know what I can get. Bad move.
Nice. Hey.
What do you need?
I guess this area ain't regularly part of the tour.
Here, that's too much. Give something here.
Hey.
This is what I've got on me.
Hey.
Yeah?
Word came down that the Army just unloaded the first batch of the M42s this morning. I've only seen the specs for these little beauties on paper, so Private Bertram and I snuck down to take an early look. When I heard that the eggheads were designing a man-portable nuke launcher, I thought they were nuts. But they actually got the damn thing to work. And after seeing the real thing right in front of me, I think they could be just enough to tip the balance of this war in our favor.
Exactly scenic.
Seen blast craters. This place.
hear something. Who's there? Someone there? What's that? A noise?
Fancy setup.
What was that?
Alone. Ready up.
Heads up.
Enough to go around. Stick to it. I'll give them that. Fancy gadgets like these gotta be worth something, right?
I hear something. It was nothing. Huh? What's that? Tricks on me again. That sound! What is it?
Hey, I got something. You know what any of this stuff is for? You telling me I've been using small arms for all these years when these have been just sitting here?
Paladin Danse.
Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Why do you hate super mutants so much?
They're responsible for the death of a close friend, a Brotherhood knight named Cutler. So when you ask if I hate them, I say hate's too gentle a word. These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
How could synths bring about our destruction?
If the synths reached the point where they outnumbered mankind, how long would it take for them to decide we were no longer necessary? They certainly possess the capability to make more of their own kind, so we'd become expendable. And with Institute technology on their side, nothing could stop them, not even the Brotherhood. It's a nightmare scenario almost too terrible to contemplate. Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Prydwen and talk to Maxson. I'm sure he'll want to debrief you as soon as possible. Dismissed.